Ever felt unseen on the days you needed love the most? Or perhaps maybe you felt invisible, especially on the days meant to celebrate you. Before we step into a new year, I want to take you back to May of 2022. This was the month everything shifted, the month I started healing my mother wound and learning how to mother myself. Mother Me May began in bliss and then took an emotional dip that showed me exactly where I was still abandoning myself. Welcome to my channel, This Way to Bliss, where I hike and explore and car camp in my hybrid SUV and heal through nature, one hop, skip, and step at a time. Hi, I'm Candace Shea Frazier. This is my story of growing through grief instead of giving up, resetting my nervous system, and breaking my addiction to chaos and confusion. Out here, I found the strength to keep going and the first sparks of balance, bliss, freedom, and fun after the fallout of divorce, loss, betrayal, and abandonment. I have so many adventures to share, so make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends. It really helps us out. In my last episode, I shared how my trip to Calaveras big trees helped me shift from breakdown to breakthrough, facing my shadow, learning who I am. But what I didn't show was why I needed that trip and what I was surviving emotionally at the time. So in this 3-part May 2022 series, I'm taking you back to where it all began. The hardest Mother's Day of my life, and the moment I realized I had to learn how to mother myself. But I also had to let go of expectations and limitations and learn how to take from my new awareness and insights how to alchemize the pain that I was in and transform my reality from survival mode to thriving by choosing self-love and sobriety over continuing the coping patterns that had kept me unhealthy, unhappy, and feeling unwanted, unworthy, and just outright in despair. The video is packed full of wisdom, containing animal medicine and showing what it looks like to care for yourself and love yourself. I even get visited by a hummingbird, but the funnest part is when I pack up and go on the next trip to where I'm at right now, Calaveras big trees. But in this episode, we're going to take a little exploration adventure around the area and go on the 3 Senses Trail and talk about mother wound healing. I've come to discover something really interesting about myself. Nature is my peace, and it's my signature alignment. So I packed up and headed to nature to breathe, to heal, and to begin my golden era. So come walk with me into the big trees. It's time to step into mastery, magic, and emotional self-love after years of surviving trauma. In the presence of these ancient giants, I reconnected with my breath, my body, and my becoming. This episode opens a 3-part May series where my identity began shifting from broken to bliss, from silence to sovereign, from chaos to clarity. Nature has been a mirror for healing. It's also been the sacred space for me to reparent myself. And fittingly so, this is the father of the forest tree that you're looking at here. Pause to read. Similar to how destruction tells a story, pain does too. It shows the contrast from what was ow to what is wow. Pain reveals what isn't working and invites transformation. Pain is a portal to possibilities. So what you're looking at is a father of the forest tree that fell to the earth long before the Euro-Americans discovered this place. And this place is slowly decomposing, and it's taking a long time because there's tannin in its heartwood. So they say it's like a big, huge time-release vitamin capsule, because what it does is it's a growing space for all kinds of things, even in its death. That's what we call transmutation. My journey has taught me that I came here to feel, to learn, to fall apart and rebuild, to experience suffering and learn how to alchemize it and reset my groove from ow to wow. It's as tall as an Empire State Building. Actually, it is known as the Empire State. They say this majestic tree is now probably the largest giant sequoia in the North Grove. Base diameter is 30 feet, and it is 4.5 feet above ground. The tree is 20 feet in diameter, and at 48 feet above ground, it is still 16 feet in diameter. So, wow. This one is the one that has the greatest mass, while there are taller trees in the park. It's an Empire State kind of day. Okay, guys, I want to show you something really cool. You know the Fibonacci sequence? This tree grows twisted in a spiral form. And apparently that's common in nature. Snails, sheep horns, and check it out, galaxies even. Wow. So yeah, there is more to life than just consume, consume, consume. Create memories, have experiences, go to nature, live, love, laugh. Okay, so this one's called the Siamese twins, apparently because they started life so close together. The first 50 feet of their trunks fused together. And there was some fire that split them up in the middle a little bit. Apparently they collected bark for pincushions. So there's scars on it from that. To the tree to the right of the twins. So this one. But wow. Could live in there. Hobbitville. The squirrels are throwing things at me. Wow. Wow, wow. I'm in a tree. I'm a sequoia. Not only the visual images of transformation and transmutation, but the energy here was epic and ineffable in ways that I don't think I'll ever be able to describe. You're just going to have to go experience it for yourself because it was so therapeutic. And the perspectives that I gained from immersing myself in this beautiful place in nature, I can't talk, transformed my inner beingness. Pause to read. Mother of the forest. Harmed by humans. How rude. But yeah, go back and read the beginning. These vivid red snow plants, I found them on my last trip, but they only appear at high elevation and only for a short window. They use no sunlight and they grow from the mycelium network underground. They are rare, mystical, and honestly, like I said in my last episode, finding them felt like finding forest treasure, kind of like finding myself again. The Three Senses Trail at Calaveras Big Tree does that. It immerses all of your senses into the therapeutic effects of nature's healing symphony. And this wide open trail path, whatever you want to call it, that goes into this meadow, as you'll see this heart-shaped cloud, it was very reminiscent of showing me that Mother Me May wasn't just one moment. It was a spectrum of finding my own sweetness, becoming my own hero, and rising above what I thought was something not survivable, and see that the contrast of life is bliss, then pain, then possibility, then bliss again. And this is the cycle of life. And when I studied the levels of consciousness, I found out that an emotional spiral goes up and down. And the thing is we cycle through it up and down and back again throughout our experiences as a human, learning how to grow from the new awareness, accepting what we cannot change, and alchemizing what we can. This is the hero's journey. This is the heroine's path. It is not simple. It is messy, but it is magical, and it is mystical, and it is awesome. right? And unlike Zizi here, you've got to carry yourself through it. There's no one coming to rescue you. They might walk alongside you, but it is you that makes the choice. This trip at the beginning of May to kick off my birthday month was amazing. It was blissful, healing, and nourishing. And it set the stage for the emotional storm that would hit just a few days later. It's that kind of day when there's no one else camping. Enjoy the silence. There's people day picnicking and exploring, but amazing. I am just feeling blessed, blissed, and in awe. Are you? But we're about to go on a hike to the river. Let's check it out. This is the North Fork of the Stanislaus River, and wow. Found the sweetest of sweet spots. Stay tuned. There's water in them there hills. As you see, this was a great place for picnicking and hanging out and even fishing if that's what you're into. And if you haven't noticed the symbolism yet, the more deeply I pour love into myself, the more the universe is reflecting it back through me, through heart rocks and shapes of hearts and everything, from clouds to wood to, I've even seen poop in the shape of a heart, if that tells you anything about how interesting my journey has been.
Okay, so we walked the plank, mateys. Anyway, I can't do that accent.
Such an amazing day.
More love. Okay, I'm gonna go up there in a minute, but I'm gonna come up here for a second. Because holy moly, holes in the ground. I think that's what they say the Miwoks ground stuff in. if I remember my history.
Actually, these were made from little pebbles being swirled around in the holes, creating bigger
Come with me
holes.
to the top of the world. How badass is that? Ha ha ha. I always find the good spots. The good spots. Actually, we found it together. But it's like, building up, building up, building up.
Birthdays and holidays can trigger old wounds, from childhood trauma to feeling unwanted, uncelebrated. It can trigger nervous system collapse patterns as well. But here's the thing, life is happening for us, so we can unravel and rewire those neural pathways from when we were children. Self-mothering is us reclaiming our power. No more waiting for others. You got to start showing up for your inner child and releasing the expectations of others.
I've always found holidays in general to be hard because there was a lot of chaos around those times growing up. But even more so as an adult, because I was born on Mother's Day. And so the two back up close together. And the lack of outside appreciation from others has always left me feeling unworthy of love, not feeling like I'm wanted, and not feeling like I belong. And today is no different. And I have to remind myself that I'm not the only mother that is going through this experience. I'm not the only human that's feeling lost and alone. I have to remind myself that I have to mother myself because I'm all I have. And so I will do the things today that honor me. So what does that mean, to honor me? That means listening to my heart, being tuned into my intuition, and doing the things that I know will pull me out of that depth of despair. And so that will be breath work, self-care, nature, art, writing, whatever I can do to get inspired, to put me back in spirit, but to have the dynamic of the mother-child, me being the child, but me also being the mother, me listening to that inner child and what is she feeling, what is she desiring, what is she afraid of, what does she need comfort on, and applying said modalities. So that may mean bubble baths, resting, and not doing anything but laughing, maybe. It may also mean, as you can tell by my face, crying, because you have to honor the emotion. Part of coming through trauma and overcoming PTSD, or actually living with PTSD, is to not shove down any emotion that doesn't feel good. And so flowing through the emotion, honoring it, accepting it, because acceptance is the first key in transcendence. So in order to get out of the depths of hell or purgatory, or that sense of being lost and alone, have to move back into the now and be love in that now to create that wow, that bliss life. And so doing the things that's going to make that inner child feel loved, which also makes me as a mother feel loved, and not hijacking my happy and putting expectations on anyone outside of me, but honoring all that is me. Amazing. You are not alone. It may feel like you are, but I promise you're not. I know how you feel. I have overcome feeling helpless, hopeless, alone, invisible, not good enough, not lovable, and not worthy. And I know intimately how deep down that well of despair can go. And I'm here to tell you, it does not have to stay that way. There is a way out. I have spent a lot of time and energy going down all the rabbit holes to understand how to get out of that well of despair. And I've come up with a really incredible way to get metamorphed and to use all of that trauma and hard times to uncover your bliss life. Yes, your bliss life under all of that chaos. Is it possible? Hell yes. I'm here to tell you, I did it. And
It might seem out of reach to you, but I want to tell you, guess what? It's not. I learned how to look for strength and wisdom within. I learned how to love myself within. How did I do that? Well, I put on my wonder goggles with my love lens and used that to show me how to self-source my self-appreciation, self-validation, self-love, and self-care without hijacking my happy, expecting other people to fill my cup for me. I just want to tell you that transformation, healing, and feeling happy again is possible. Learning how to let people be so you stop abandoning yourself trying to earn love, and stop expecting others to meet wounds that they didn't create. Because you see, your job is to harvest your own happiness through breath work, nature, writing about what you went through and how you want to write a new story. Art is a great therapy to get into your heart and living in alignment with what is your bliss, not your brokenness. On my own hero and heroine's journey, I've learned that bliss is a choice, not a circumstance. I've learned how to pull myself out of maladaptive coping cycles and reparent myself and create new grooves and new neural pathways. This is the beginning of my golden era. Come back for part 2, where we go deeper into breaking generational trauma and reparenting myself.
It's almost my birthday, and you know what that means. I'm camping! Woo! Got my little look. Set my movie up. My pup's all back in the back chilling. Got my handy dandy little flashlight.
You don't want to miss this special episode because I also welcome a new family member. Her name is Mazzy. And I'm so excited for my birthday, welcoming 50.
It's my birthday, y'all. It's not 11. Well, I'm going to do it this way. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Woke up in the forest. Say, woo! Here's to 50.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with your besties so you can traverse the next trail with me. Stay sovereign, stay self-sourced, and remember, your heart is your home.